Look over here.
I did it too early.
You definitely did it too early.
But anyways.
We'll make it work, but whatever.
I do have a fan for you.
Oh, thank you so much. But hello, bonjour, hi, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series where we are diving into the looks of episode 3 of season 2 of Canada's Drag Race Crave Original Canada versus the World. I'm Logan Brandon. Say something gay. I still have the same I love this drink from the episode recap, and I still am wearing the same Fontana shirt, and I still have my same cup mug. And you could get yours at lanagcreations.etsy.com, link in the description below.
And I am Brandon, your professional fangirl of constant drag and video games. I don't no longer have my generic water bottle. I now have my lead Stanley. So gotta keep my hydration now that we're about to dip in these looks.
I'm with you on that.
Because the hydration is the essence of Hall.
Of course it is. And we're going to dive into all of the looks from the ball on Canada versus the World. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And check the description below for all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to the Look Over Here episodes for the franchises we are currently covering. So, without further ado, we're going to dive right in to the ball. We're going to talk about each queen's package as a whole, instead of talking about the 3 looks individually, because it's just a little bit easier that way. And first up, Miss Fiercalicious.
Do you want to go like from right to left, or left to right?
Yeah, we can start with the AI look, and then the robot look, and then the design challenge. I think is where we should do.
All right, got you. Okay, so first look. When we thought that we would be escaping the prolapse dress, but when this isn't actually the reference to, so
right,
but it still looks like the prolapse dress for some reason. But I love the nod to the Romanian flag. So, and I actually really like how Fierce conceptualized this, and what did it for me were the contacts, because
the contacts are so good.
I was like, is that Sharingan but purple? Because like I had to look at it very close. I was like, oh, because again, still living my Naruto fantasy, but at the same time, like that was really much like I grew up with. So that's why I was like very. And then the second look, oh my god. Likewise with her ball in season 3, like it's the way that she can give very different looks but still give the same like proper aesthetic that she can, and this is like just giving it. And the contacts on this too also gives as well. So, and I love like all like the whole details of like the headpiece, and like, is it supposed to be wings? Because I can't tell.
I think it's supposed to be like robotic wings situation.
Yeah. And then this last look. I love how, and then I know we talked about it like in the other episode, and how like she was like trying to like bone this dress, and bone she did. Like this is it was so smart for her doing like this like classic, but still make it like future in a way. But I did say that in the recap, like if she added more metallic on her shoulders, it would have like kept the fantasy for me. And then also maybe less pearls. Like I like the pearls on the outfit itself. I'm not sure how many pearls were needed for this, but it still like was effective for this.
Yeah, I mean, I said it in the recap, but I honestly think Fierce was my winner for this episode. I just think all 3 of these looks are so wildly different, but in really, really great ways. And I do really love the nod to her Romanian heritage that we had in the first look. Obviously, most of us went prolapse dress, but I do love that we have the red and the blue and the gold from the Romanian flag. It's yellow or gold. I don't remember. I don't know exactly what color they use for it.
Yeah, so the main color on the flag is yellow. However, I do like the gold accents of it. So
yes, yeah. But yeah, the three pupil situation is just so good. The way that her makeup changed ever so subtly throughout all three of these looks too, I really enjoy. This second robot look is so good. It's so good. I will say I also really commend her on the amount of work she was able to put in for this third look. It's not perfect. There's a lot of wrinkling, but to bone a mermaid dress like this in a 1-day challenge is remarkably impressive, honestly. I like I said in the episode recap, I just would have liked a little bit of a nod to Supermodel of the New World, because I really do like this look, and I like the veil that she has with the giant hat. It's giving very Satellite Dish in that way, and I don't mind it. I just wish she maybe had like the same whiteout contacts that she has in her second look, or just added a couple of like more alien or more futuristic aspects to this third look to really bring me into the fantasy. But overall, I think it's a really strong ball package from Fierce, and I understand why she was pissed she didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
So, scores for I scored each look individually.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be hard. So, for I guess the first look for me will be a 96.
Okay.
Second is full. And then third look, I gave that a 92.
Okay. I gave her AI look an 89. Her robot look is a full for me. And her design challenge, I gave a 93.
Almost copied you there.
Right. Next up, Alexis Mateo.
Yeah, this first look was like one of my favorite AI looks of like the week, like of this runway. Yeah. It's the way that because like I think they said that was supposed to be hair, and it's supposed to be like hair AI generated, and
I think that's the vibe that it was supposed to be.
Yeah, and it works really well with this, and I love the blue like touches in the wig because it adds the effect of it all. Like it's like a faded blue, and then of course the royal blue in the gloves and the boot. And it's just so smart that it's how the wig is swooped, and it's supposed to like swoop it within the outfit. Like it was just so smart. Second look, like when she like first walked, I was like, like this is so good. Though not my favorite of like because obviously Fierce like blew it out of the water already, and like but I still enjoyed this for what Alexis can do. Especially like this reflective material is like one of my favorites ever. Like I need this reflective material like but within a bodysuit. Like for me at least. Then the last one. Okay. So when it came to like them making it, like yes, Fierce was good for me, but like aesthetically, I like what Alexis was going for with this. Because like I love this metallic color and the way that she did like the eye piecing like surrounding her makeup. And again, because of her like previous two looks, like she kept the blue, but it still works here. And even the fact that those pieces are in the wig in a way, it's so smart. And then I believe that's a harness. Like
I think so, yeah.
That just also like elevates the look for me, and love these shoulders. Like she did so good in this, and like the gloves. Just, like again, like I know you said that Fear should have won. Like I believe like this was like the full package for me, which is why Alexis won. So
that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. I think for me, I really like her. My favorite look of Alexis's is this first look, and I actually think this is my favorite look of the runway of the episode overall. I just really like the way that this dress is sculpted, and it's so different for Alexis. And I really, really like that about it. And I like all the blue detailing, the blue accessories, and then the blue in the hair, the blue in the makeup. Like, it all comes together. I wish the lip was blue. That's honestly the only thing I would have changed.
Yeah.
But I enjoy this second look. I think for me, I've just seen this material so much that I'm like, okay, I would have liked to see something a little bit better, but I'm not upset by it in any way, shape, or form. The silhouette is really great here. It doesn't particularly give robot, it gives more futuristic, but I'll take it. The third look, I like this gown. I like the detailing. I love the harnessing, the big shoulders with all of the reflective material on it. I really like. I just think it's a tad generic in silhouette.
Gotcha.
And I wish it was just a little bit different. But for how much experience she has with sewing, I think this is actually a really, really solid garment. So I wasn't mad at the overall, ensemble for Alexis at all.
Mm-hmm.
Scores.
Yeah, so the first look, I gave a full, because it was really good. Second look, I gave, like, as much as I loved it as well, but like, I do agree with like the whole the whole material like is used a lot, but I'm still gonna give it a 91.
Okay.
And then sorry. And then the last look, I'm gonna give it 99.
Okay. I gave Alexis's AI look a full. I gave her robot look a 90, and her design challenge look I gave an 84.
Okay.
Next up, Eureka.
Now, this entire package was like, I'm surprised she was safe for this, like for all of this. I did, but the first look, I did say it was like so, like conceptually it's so well, and I love how it's like all the like trans colors, which a nod to her, which I love. I love how like all the balls are like bunched up, like where it all is, and it just conceptually works so well. And even that is all like trans color as well, which I love about that. I believe if I can see it correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. So it's just the color blocking in the pants, but then the top is like, because it's like all like convolved with all the balls, but it's still like giving all other colors, right?
Yeah, I think it's the reverse color blocking. So the top is pink and blue in the opposite way that the pants are blue and pink. And then the top is just completely covered in all the balls and everything like that. So I think that's what she was going for with that.
That is cute. And then second look, again, I said it in the recap. This was giving Aunt Fanny to me.
Yeah.
Although Aunt Fanny did have like the larger ass, obviously, but it still gave Aunt Fanny in the best way. And I'm like, I just love the Robots movie so much, which is like why when I looked at it, I was like, wow, that was really good. And then this last look, how did she make that in a day?
That I don't know.
Because it's the way that it's so constructed so well. And even the caping material, like, because like it works so well with this copper, and I do wish, like I did say as well with the face kini in the recap, like I wish the face kini was a different color, but I do like the whole aesthetic with like being like skin color with the jewels on there. Again, just shocking that this was not a top performance.
Yeah, I really just think that she should have been at the top. I think she deserved being in the top because I really love the first look. I do love that there's the nod to the trans flag colors. It's clearly very important to her, and I love that for her. The balls here, it's giving me a very ball from season 12, and I'm not mad at that. The pants fit her gorgeously. Like, I think the whole look is just it's my favorite look of the three, I will say. OMG's pants. The second look, it's a tad generic. Like, we've seen this concept done many times before, but I don't mind it here because it is very well done. I like that her makeup is very, very different as well across all three looks, and that isn't the easiest thing to do, so I do appreciate that we're seeing a little bit of difference in the makeup. The silhouette here is, a silhouette we have seen from Eureka before in the second look, and quite frankly in the third look as well.
Yes.
But this gown is just so impeccably made. The more that I look at the face kini, because we were talking about it in the recap, the more that I look at the face kini, the more that I wish it was any color other than this like beige color. Like, I wish it was either pink to match the hair. I think it's beige, like blondish to match the hair, and I get that. I do just wish it was pink, or it was like some other color that I think went with the overall ensemble better.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a strong night for Eureka, and like I said, I was a little surprised that she wasn't in the top.
Just safe.
Yeah. Scores.
All right. First look, I gave a 95. Second look, I guess also a 95 because that's how much I love it. And then last look for me was full. So
okay. So I gave Eureka's AI look a 94, and I gave both her second and her third look an 88.
Work.
Just because they're not, as inventive, and both are silhouettes that we've seen Eureka do before. So,
that's
while
fair.
Good and well executed, it's not the most groundbreaking thing for Eureka.
Yeah, that's fair.
Next up is Lemon.
Okay. The Lemon's AI look conceptually was my favorite. Like, I just love the over-exaggeration of everything. Over-exaggerated the makeup, the hips, the shoulders. I kind of wish the wig was elevated, though.
I like that it's that like take on that like big over-exaggerated wave that we saw a lot of girls do like around season 9, season 10, because I remember Cynthia Lee Fontaine doing it. I remember Alaska doing it. So like, I like that it's just kind of a play on that like big exaggerated Marcel wave. So I do like that, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but I do like the whole like this wig style. So that's what I love about it. This second look, when she first came, because she was the first one on the runway for this.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god. And I did say in the recap, I did wish that she took off her head, just to like see her face. But I understand why, like the whole like cat disco outfit was like the whole thing. Like, it was so smart. And just the eyes too, because like you can like definitely see it in the first pick. You can't really see it in the second pick. It's just you can tell like where everything is. And it's like, I like how also it's like it's hard to tell, but I know it's jewels, and then it's like one eye is bigger than the other.
Yeah,
which I really liked. And then this last look, Lemon did say that she was very like she was working on this really like because she wasn't sure she was going to finish like the day that she was working on it, and then when she finished it on like during like when they were doing their makeup, we see the final result looks really well. Again, I just wish that this like the material in the first pick, like I could see more of that, but it is hard for her to make that like ruffle style like skirt, which like power to you. Do I wish like there was more like future of it all more? Yes, but given that Lemon was working against the clock and also not not that great in design challenges, as we know.
Yeah.
She did a really good job with this.
Yeah, I think Lemon's package here was really good. I for me personally, she would have been the person that was safe. Just because of the caliber of looks that we got from other people. I will say her AI look is absolutely my favorite of the three. I think it is absolutely spectacular. The way everything is just so exaggerated, the makeup is exaggerated, the hair, the silhouette, the fact that she has 7 fingers on each hand, like even that is like remarkably impressive to me. The second look, I like it. It's a good look. I just don't like, it takes me out of the drag of it all because it's just a robot. It's just a mirror suit. I'm like, that doesn't inherently scream drag to me. That screams, oh, you're wearing a robot cat suit.
Yeah.
Literally. So, you know, I took off a little bit because we just didn't see, you know, any of the human side of the robot character, and I would have liked to see a little bit of that. The third look, we know Lemon to not be the most proficient in a design challenge. But I think what she did here was actually pretty good, especially being right up against the clock as well, like you said. I think she did a serviceable job. It is a simple silhouette. The detailing, like we talked about in the recap, the detailing is really, really good. And I do commend her on that. The makeup is small for Lemon. And I know that there was a lot, like she had to completely wipe off that eye from the first look in order to make the third look happen.
Yeah.
So I understand it. I just wish that the makeup was a little bit stronger because we know Lemon to have a very signature strong makeup. And the gown, I mean, it's a cute dress. So I like what she did. I just personally, I don't think I would have had her in the top.
Yes. No, I agree.
So. Scores.
Right. So AI look was a full. Second look, I gave an 80. And then the her final look, I gave an 87.
Okay. For Lemon's AI look, I also gave it a full. And for her robot cat suit, I also gave it an 80. Her design challenge look, I gave a 78.
Okay.
Next up is Kennedy Davenport. Yeah.
I love Kennedy so much.
I love Kennedy so much.
So first look, I get the idea of where she was going with AI. Though it wasn't giving AI that much. Personally, like if she was able to sew, I think that this could have been a like look she would have gotten for her final look.
Yeah.
Like if she was like able to sew and also given this material, but probably she wasn't given this material. And you did say that Akira made this, correct?
Yeah, Akira made the AI look.
I'm like, work, Akira. Love that.
Come on, Miss Davenport.
Now this wig situation, like all of the beading and like all of like the silverness of like silver of it all, like I see where that's going with the whole AI stuff. So I can appreciate that. And then same thing with like the whole like bodysuit and everything. I just kind of wish, honestly, could like I wish those hips were bigger.
Yeah, the proportions could have been a little bit more exaggerated, and I think it would have sold the fantasy a little bit stronger.
Yeah. Second look, however, I'm obsessed with this. Like, this is very different from like all the other robot looks we've seen. Like, again, gives deconstructed Star Wars for the main bodysuit, and then the cape gives me Tron.
Very that.
And I love the whole like jewel like on the forehead, and like this like green eye like underneath. Like I would have not expect her like for that. And then what's so smart with this neck like that's like LED string lights, which I don't think I've ever seen like on the runway in a while. Like I know we've seen like LED like light runways before, but on the neck, like that is very smart. And then this last look, like the fact that she was able to make that, like, no, again, she's not the best seamstress. Like again, haven't touched a sewing machine in 10 years, which is shocking. But am I surprised? No. But she did a serviceable job. Just that there were a lot better looks from what we've seen. So
yeah, I'm not going to judge Kennedy too harshly for this because we do know, and I talked about it in the recap, we do know that 5 of her looks didn't show up to Canada. So I get it. And she's working with, especially the second look, she was working with whatever she had. So I do commend her on that. And her second look is actually my favorite look, funny enough.
Yeah.
I just really like the way that that this bodysuit is cut. Then we have the kind of flare bell bottom-esque sort of situation at the knee. I think that's really, really cool. It's very different for Kennedy, and I really liked seeing something different from Kennedy. And I would have liked to see something a little bit different from her in the first look too. It's still giving pageant robot a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't love what's going on with the tights in that first look either, because you've got like kind of the blue metallic tight and then the nude illusion in the bodysuit, which is good. It's a very good nude illusion here for Kennedy, but the look itself, like it's a solid look, but it's a little simple for the category, and just compared to what everybody else presented, it was a little lackluster in comparison. The third look, the look she made, it's kind of giving silver prolapse dress a little bit. You can't say I'm wrong.
You're not.
But I like it. I love the bow hair. I think that adds a cute little like whimsical touch to it. But overall, it's a pencil skirt and a corset and a one-armed gown, which a lot of people did. So
yeah.
Scores for Kennedy. Davenport.
Okay, so first look I gave an 84.
Okay.
Second look I gave a 96. Then the last look, I want to be nice about this because it, again, I still think it's a serviceable dress. So I wish it was like a little bit better. 70.
Okay. I gave Kennedy's AI look an 80. I gave her robot look an 86, and I gave her design challenge look a 76.
All right, work.
Next up, Tynomi Banks.
So the first look, I was trying to like see like where she was going with this, and I like the idea. I just didn't know how, because like I can see how it's like supposed to be like a t-shirt dress.
Yeah, that's the energy she had with it. It was supposed to be like t-shirt dress, like that kind of,
yeah, like love the idea, and I loved how like she has like her eyes as a headband too, which was so smart. Though I wish, like, weird to say this, like I wish like part of it was like still like skin tight to see everything, because like I like the whole ripples, and I really wish that if it were skin tight, it could like be like exaggerated and like, oh yeah, so like I'm like glitching in the system or something. So
right.
But I do like this idea though. The second look, probably, I'll be honest, like my least favorite of the week, like for this category. I did see where she was going, and like still love this hair because I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, it's not the same hair. I thought it was the same hair.
No, it's slightly different. Same kind of concept with the braids, but it's a little bit different.
Again, when it comes to Tynomi's hair, like in all three looks, like never goes wrong, which I love. And then the last look, Still gagged how she like kind of went back on wanting to use the screen fabric. Because she said you want because I remember Kirk saying like either go with one or the other, and then she was like, all right, throw away the green one. and then like I want to say a couple like minutes later they're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna reconsider.
Right.
But I will say, like, good dress construction, because I'll be honest, if I were to sew something, this would be my first idea, and I like where this is going. But again, not as not as strong as the others.
Yeah, that's kind of my whole thing with Tynomi, is just not as strong as the others. Like, it's really just where it's at. I do love that everything Tynomi presented on this season is so unapologetically Black. And I do love seeing that from her. I love that we've got a third of this cast are Black queens as well. And I think that we've been able to see so many different aspects of all three of these queens being very unapologetically Black in their drag. So I really, really love that. Especially the hair in both of these looks, I really love. The first look, I love the idea of this like t-shirt dress glitching kind of vibe. I just wish, like literally like Tracy said, I wish she had unbelted it and kind of like brought it out so you can see the full glitch. And then even you could rebelt it. Like it's not something where like the belt comes off and then it has to stay off. I just wish she had presented it a little bit better, but I love this hair on her. The headband is cute. So like the idea is there. The execution just wasn't all the way there for me. The second look, this robot is cute, but it's a little generic. It's a little basic. It's in like a color palette that we would have expected. I just would have liked to see something a little bit different when it came to that. But the detailing and the accessories and the hair here as well, I think all of that it's well done. It's just a tad simple. Now, this third look, I love the hair. I love the overall concept of the gown. The one thing I would have done to change the entire outfit, and I think it would have highlighted her figure, I think it would have given the whole dress a lot of nice shape. I wish she had taken this beige tulle with the pearls, started it where she did and ended it where she did. But instead of it coming across the chest like a sash, I wish it came across the hem on the top of the gown and came down the side. Because I think that would have elongated her a little bit. It would have shown off her shape a little bit better. I think overall that just would have made it a little bit classier. I don't know if that would have kept her out of the bottom three, but I think that would have made for a better gown overall. But truthfully, it's not a bad look at all.
It's really not.
So Tynomi was just unfortunately competing against a lot of people that did really, really well in this ball.
Yeah.
So scores.
So both the first and the second look, I gave an 82.
Okay.
Then this final look, again, serviceable job. I really liked it. I'm going to give it a sensible 74.
Okay. I gave her all very similar scores because I think all of her looks were about similar, honestly. So her AI look, I gave a 78. Her robot, a 75. And her design challenge look, a 79.
Work.
And last up on the day is Cheryl.
Shez. First look. I was like, she could have gave Juno Birch if she wanted to.
You know, I kind of wish she had gone Juno. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have been so difficult to do for the ball. And I don't know that one detail would have kept her out of the bottom. But I do wish that the face was either yellow or orange or pink or blue or something different. If it was a singular runway category, I think we could have gotten that from Cheryl, but I understand why she didn't do it for the ball purposes.
No, I didn't think like the face would have been Juno Birch, but it seemed Juno Birch inspired. That's what I was getting at.
Definitely.
So, because like the long arms, like that killed me, and I was just like,
good.
it's so good. The bows, just like all the exaggeration of everything, just like sold it for me. No, yeah, this and then the second look again. As much as I love it, I did agree with in the recap that it is like a little bit kind of basic. It was kind of expected to see. I mean, I still like it though because the how it's designed, its proportion, like it gives everything. I'm just like yes, like because did someone say Bimbot or some reason? I don't remember.
It was Eureka, was like bimbo fembot kind of vibe.
Okay, so Eureka had, I guess, more elevated. This was like, I guess, regular Bimbop, which I still like, and I love this headpiece too. And then this last one, and you said it in the recap, and I can't stop thinking about it. It's giving the evolution of Juice Box's design look.
It's giving Juice Box. It really is giving Juice Box.
I mean, it instead of CDs, it's actual like jewels, which I really like. Love this hair though too, because like with the whole futuristic of it all, giving like the coils and the wig, ponytails, like that was a smart thing. And again, Tracy did give Pop Star, so which is Cheryl, so which I love.
Very that.
And I do like this caping though, because that's something that I would have like have that added touch. So.
Yeah, I think of the one-armed dresses that we saw in this episode, I think this was probably the least successful. But I just can't stop seeing seeing Juicebox in it. And honestly, I would like to see Juicebox and Cheryl do some things together. I would go to that tour and I would tip them very, very much.
I will be seeing Juicebox at TwitchCon this year, so
I interviewed Juicebox at DragCon LA. So that is also coming very, very soon. I didn't get the opportunity to interview Cheryl, and I'm mad about it. I did get a fanny pack from her, and I have used it every single day since I purchased it.
Yeah.
So we love Shez. Love Shez. But yeah, that was the least successful for me, though it is still it's a serviceable garment made of materials that is on her body. So, good on you, Shez. Her robot look, I also think is really, really good, but compared to all of the other robot looks, it's different for Cheryl, and I will give her the utmost props for doing something a little bit different for her. This first look turned my pussy out. Like, it was just so good. It's so different for Cheryl. And I really I love on this season that we've seen so many different sides of Cheryl. Just the long arms kill me, the way that the dress is made, the hair, it all worked for me in the first look, for sure. So, guys.
All right, AI look is a full. Second look, I'm debating on 2 scores for some reason, but I'll average it out. It's gonna be an 85.
Work, okay.
I was gonna give either 87 or 83, so I'm just gonna average 85.
You don't have to. Come on, average.
Yes, and then this last one, this will be a 75.
Okay. Cheryl's AI look, I also gave a full. Her robot look, I gave a 77, and her design challenge look, I gave a 72. So.
Okay.
Well, that is that. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for joining us for this fabulous, wonderful, and titillating episode of
Look Over Here.
Look Over Here.
Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Check out the description for our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you could get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug signatures, not included. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. So, bye.
Bye. Cheers.
Shout out to Tynomi. We love Tynomi.
Love Tynomi. Love Tynomi.
Love Canada versus the world.